we're now being joined by a party member, People's Democratic Party member. He is Dr. Adedayo Kayode, joins us from Lagos, Nigeria. And he'll be doing justice to this issue of the crisis bedeviling the party. Glad to have you join us, Dr. Dayo Kayode. Let's go straight to the questions that I have for you. Interestingly, the elections are here already. This is the year, 2023 is the year for the election. And it looks like your party is going through some crisis that may pose as a threat to the success of your party's winning the forthcoming election. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, let me first of all say compliments of the season to viewers and listeners in Nigeria, Lagos, and all over the world. And let me also start by saying this. There is no human existence whereby you have at least two people that you will not one way or the other experience disagreement. It is nature given. You cannot wish it away. There is also no family that exists, no matter the kind of love that they have for themselves, that will one way or the other not have disagreement. But it becomes cancerous when such disagreement cannot be resolved. PDP is a big party, the biggest party in Africa for that matter.
Interesting.
So whatever is happening within PDP fold now, it's natural. And because of the widespread of the party, definitely you will not expect any disagreement there to be resolved, just as some other smaller parties will resolve theirs. Let me also quickly say this. There is none of the leading political parties in Nigeria today, both APC, PDP, Labour Party, NNPP, even ABGA, that we are not having issues. But how the issues are going to be resolved, 2023 elections will determine that.
You've spoken well. Now I want to know, you said something that you said every party, every family member will have issues. It becomes cancerous if the crisis can't be resolved. So do you see these differences, this crisis threatening the progress, the success of your candidates? Do you see them resolving it before the 25th of February?
Between you and me, even what is happening in PDP presently is even making the party stronger.
Interesting.
It's even making, I will tell you this, it's making the party stronger. Because
How?
I will tell you, each and everybody are now seeing their extent of control within the party, their extent of influence on the party. Let me start with the integrity group, the G5.
Okay.
Before I now come to the candidates.
Okay.
Look at the G5. They went to London, I think 2 days ago, for a meeting.
Okay.
And news filtering out now is they are not compromising among themselves who they will even support in the presidential election. They are not so sure. While an aspect is saying they want to go with Obi, another one is saying they want to go with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Another one are even saying, look, we have stake in this party. For instance, Wike is no more contesting, but look at Otom. Otom is contesting for a senatorial seat in the state. Ipiazu, the same thing. The other guy in Ibadan, Seyi Makinde, wants his second term. The other one too is also going to Senate. So how are they going to do it? Let's say, for instance, Makinde, are you saying Tesli will step down for Makinde if they decide to join join hands with the APC?
We'll get there. We'll get. Yeah, now you're going to the issue of endorsement. We'll get there. But
yes,
you talked about
again, even Wike himself is having his own candidate of PDP governorship aspirant.
We will get there. Let's not let the cat out of the bag. We are going to unpack all of this.
Then let us come to Atiku. The way Atiku is going, do you see Atiku talking? But anywhere he goes, he always lock down the state. So I mean, anyway, you said we'll get there. We'll get there.
So yes, you're right. Atiku has been quiet on this issue. And what I'm saying that you said that this crisis with the Avenue Party, it says that it shows the extent of a control. I find out to be I disagree with that.
Extent of control in what sense?
That's what you said. You said with the crisis.
No, I said the crisis in the party is now showing the powers, the control by individuals within the party. What I'm saying in essence is, can you say Wike is having more control of the party than Atiku? You can't say that. Because when you look at the state,
is the G5 governors is led by Wike. So it is not just Wike.
What I'm saying is, yes, that's why I'm mentioning Wike's name as the leader of the G5.
Books, Dr. Adedayo Kayode, even the Holy Book says that a house divided against itself cannot stand. So I am
listen. Okay. That is a proverb of the past.
Okay.
Yes, a house, it is being said, a house divided against itself will not stand. But the issue is, what is the capacity of the leadership of that house within that house structure? You have to look at that. Listen, okay, let's put it this way. Look at your own body. If your small finger is giving you issues, and you are treating it, and it's not going. And when the doctor finds out that if you don't cut it off, it can affect others, they will cut it off. When it's being cut off, doesn't mean that your whole body will still not function. Your whole body will be functioning. The only thing is, by the time you cut it off, you treat it immediately, and you go back to your good health. So what are you talking about? So when you are talking about a house divided against itself, Baba Sue will say, that is, it is that one you know. You don't know the other. You have to look also at the other side. When something is becoming cancerous, for the cancer not to spread through your whole body, you cut that place off. And then you treat the sore. And then you begin your normal life.
So now, let's put it to this. If they cut that place off, I'm putting this as, if they cut that place off, that place is now the G5 governors. If they cut them off, do you think PDP, your party, the main opposition party, stand a chance of winning? Because I know these five governors. Let me also tell you this. In personal, I think I need to mention the governors and who they are. These five governors, we're talking about Wike of River State. You know what they hold. You know their stand in their parties. We're talking about Autumn of Benue State. We're talking about Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State.
Of Oyo State.
Ipiazu of Enugu State. Yes. These people in their state, they hold the states. They are the one manning the states. They are the one carrying the ship, the flag.
Let me help you.
They change. If they cut them off, what happens to the supporters in the states?
I said, let me help you out.
Okay, go ahead.
If you look at PDP structure in even River State, where Wike is still holding forth. If you look at the PDP structure, I don't know how much you have been following the politics of each of these states. I have been following the policies of each of these states. I have attended a particular meeting at Ibadan as against Sheyi Makinde, whereby all the leaders in all the local governments in Oyo State, they met and they came up that, look, Makinde, if you decide to work against us, we are going to work against you. And they were able, there was even that rumor that if Makinde is not careful, PDP might join hands with even somebody like Penkelemes, the candidate of the Accord Party. All right. Now come to Rivers State. Go and look at the leadership of PDP in Rivers State. Even in supporters. Go and look at what they are saying in Rivers State. Go to Benue. Go and also see what is happening there. Are you aware that the deputy governor of one of them has been attending PDP's meeting? I've been going for His Excellency Atiku Abubakar's campaign rallies. Are you
in which of the states?
Of that?
What state is that?
One of these. Don't let me mention it. Because this is an international television. I will not want to mention it. But anybody that has been following events critically without any form of subjectivity will understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking as a member of PDP, no, but I'm talking about what is on ground. I don't know whether you are aware of what happened in London. The London meeting they went to hold about 2 days ago.
Let's.
I don't know whether you are aware. I don't know whether you are aware that we even stormed out of the meeting and he flew to I think Madrid. He flew to Madrid in Spain. So what are you talking about? There's even division among them.
Dr. Adedayo.
The only person that might want to use a strong head to lead PDP is Wike. Every other of the four, they are coming back to PDP to say they are sorry.
Okay, but you know that I was in Oyo State not too long ago, and I've heard from the supporters of the People's Democratic Party. I'm talking about those supporting Seyi Makinde. The electorates, they are really, really supporting Seyi Makinde. I spoke to a pensioner.
Because of what they are seeing eating. Because of what they are seeing eating.
Said this Seyi Makinde is working. They said he has been paying their pensions, that they are happy he's in power. In fact, they pray for him. They said they remember him in their prayers, that they are really supporting. Are you also
aware? Listen, sister. Are you also aware that some people too in Lagos State are praying for Sanwo-Olu despite all that is happening? Are you also aware? But the negotiators are saying, listen, this time around, we need a breath of fresh air. And you know what? Who stands for breath of fresh air? No other person other than Jafun Ekoe 2023.
Okay.
Are you also aware?
You also mentioned Wike. That is weak. There's a possibility that it's only Wike that will want to leave.
That might. I'm not saying that might. Because along the line, it might see reasons. It might see reasons with the National Working Committee of the party.
But why would Wike want to leave if the party is doing the right thing?
But what is the right thing that the party is not doing? Wike is saying,
Dr. Kayode, we are doing now.
Wike is saying the chairman should resign. And how can the chairman resign when it is not constitutional? Wike just shot himself right at the foot.
Dr. Adedayo Kayode, we are due for a breakdown. When we come back, we'll talk about this issue of resignation of the party chairman. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching a special edition of the program, and we've been talking to a party member. He is a party member of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Adedayo Kayode, and we are talking about the crisis bedeviling the party. The elections are fast approaching, and Dr. Adedayo Kayode is going to talk to us about the party chairman. The Constitution says that there should be a resignation. There should be the party chairman should not come from the same geopolitical zone with the candidates, the presidential candidates. But that is what's happening. And that is why Wike, the G-5-led governor, the person manning the G-5-led governor, is insisting that the party chairman resigns. What do you have to say about that?
You see, it is what you have just said now is a distortion, height of distortion of the story or even of the Constitution. All right. Now, the scenario is this. Wike, everybody have been saying, gentleman agreement, that presidency should rotate to the south. Okay?
Right.
And Wike initially was seeing himself as a potential candidate of the party, being from the south. And that was why he hoodwinked this other guy from, what's his name again? Secondus, from being the chairman of the party. He himself brought Secondus. He was the one that chased Secondus away. He was the one that brought Ayu from the north, so that thing will favor him. But the party now said, look, no problem. Let the candidate comes from the south. But the Southwest had done 8 years through Baba Obasanjo. The Southwest is now the vice president. 7 years going to 8 years. All right. The South had 6 years through good Lord Jonathan. Now let it go to Southeast. Let it go to South. Let us zone it to Southeast, not just a blanket South. And Wike said no, because no doubt about it, Wike had really worked for the party, and he said no. Now, Wike now said, let us throw it open then, and they threw it open. Now, if they throw it open, are you now expecting His Excellency Atiku Abubakar not to come in again? He has to. Now, he now emerged, and Wike was now angry. He said that the PDP chairman should resign. Why should he resign? There are constitutional provisions for the removal of the chairman. And let's say they now called a meeting of Central Working Committee of the party. The secretary of the party, the national secretary of the party, was representing Wike's interest, and they all voted. They all voted for Ayu to continue. So tell me now, when the problem got aggravated, Atiku now gave an option. Okay, I am not yet the president. I am just a candidate. Allow Ayu to write his registration letter that immediately His Excellency Abubakar Atiku is being elected as the executive president of Nigeria. He will resign. What else does he want? But because, now listen, if at this moment they are now starting another convention to put in a southerner as a chairman, are you also aware that it will distort the calculation of the Central Working Committee? Where is that time? Where is that time to start organizing election again? And between you and me, if the election is being held, if a national convention is being held today, there will still be wranglings. Then where will now be the time to move forward to win the election? And the party is existing in order to win elections. So why can't we just relax and then wait till after elections? I mean, we had had this scenario before in this country, whereby the chairman now resigned immediately after the election. We have had the scenario before. So why can't he relax? Because he's fighting for his own personal gains.
Politics is about personal interests. You and the party.
You understand, but then you don't let it go so far to be affecting the successes of the party.
You want
Wike to play tacitly.
So you want Wike to stop the move. But then why can't
to sort pedal, because no doubt about it, in any election, it is the numbers that matters.
We cannot say numbers that matter, but I know there was an agreement.
Yeah, number matters.
But there was an agreement that the party chairman must not be the same region as the presidential candidates. I'm aware of that. So what you're just saying is, so I find it like it's unfair. It's unfair for it to be like that. Listen,
you can't say it's unfair, because what is happening is just situational. What is happening is situational. If Wike himself had not gone against that suggestion that, okay, let it go to Southeast. Are you aware that when Wike now said no, it cannot go to Southeast, it has to be thrown open? That was why somebody like Peter Obi left PDP. Are you also aware of that? Now, listen, let me also shock you. Are you also aware that the present chairman of PDP in Rivers State and the gubernatorial candidates, they are all from the same local government in that same state? Is that not Wike is trying to fight the national for? Who is fighting Wike in that place? Are you also aware that Wike single-handedly brought up the candidate of PDP in that particular state? Are you also aware? So tell me, where is his integrity? Where is Wike's integrity? If he can be doing that in his state, doesn't he know that what is good for the gander is also good for the goose? Doesn't he know that?
Dr. Adedayo, you know what PDP stands to lose if a party chairman does not step down. You know what the PDP stands to lose. So
are you also aware? Are you also aware?
I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. So why can't the party chairman step down for everything to be on the same page, for everyone to be at the same page, so that something can even happen to your party? That's if
let me shock you. Listen, let me shock you because of our time. Okay. If that party chairman should resign today, we can come up with another problem. Just as during NSAS, when you people were asking for to end police brutality. Okay, yes, we end police brutality.
Could you explain this?
Are you not one of the Sorosokis?
I'm just a journalist.
Do you understand? And they now came up with another 28 demands. The same thing Wike will do. And at the end of the day, it will distort the progress of the party. Who is telling you that Wike is not being sponsored by a fifth columnist? If the party is not careful, asking are you to resign now will spell a big doom for the party. If not, the extinction of the party. The best thing is, Ayu had written his letter of resignation that if His Excellency Atiku Abubakar is declared the winner of the elections, it will resign immediately. And that's the best option that can happen. Going for another national convention now is going to spell doom for the successes of the party in the coming elections.
Okay, so already the APC has got 21 states, and the
how?
No, like before, as at now, or APC as at now. I'm not saying the election. No. As at now, the APC has got 21 states. Well,
maybe you want to say it's ruling. It's holding forth. Not got 21 states. Okay. 21 states, but not very. Where will they sit?
So the APC,
the party that has bastardized our economy, the party that has bastardized our security, the party that has sent a lot of people into penury.
Could you please listen? The APC is holding forth 21 states, and your party, the main opposition party, has got 14, and we know APGA has got just 1. And now there is, I know that the G5 governors met on several occasions in London, the United Kingdom, and I learned that they met with the APC presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But then a consensus, an agreement has not been reached. A final decision has not been reached.
Can never be reached.
So, but from also heard that there are that even the G5 governors are divided, and that some of them are in support of Peter Obi. I recall on Christmas Day when Peter Obi visited Benue State, Otom, and then he went to the IDP camps, and after which Otom said that if not that he's with the PDP, will have been campaigning for Peter Obi. Same for Wike, Governor Wike. He said that he was going to give him logistic support when he shouldn't need any in the state. But then it looks like some of them are divided. They are not yet. They've not agreed on which of the candidates they want to endorse. Now, what will happen? What the two candidates are playing some wit games for political survival. What can be said about this?
Yeah, let me quickly put it in one word.
Okay.
Ilé tí a bá fi tọ́mọ ìrì ló máa ń wò.
Could you translate that?
Are we any house built on faulty foundation, built on lies, built on unnecessary malice, will definitely collapse. It will not stand. And that is exactly what is happening now. And that is what will happen to them. And that's why I was telling you, we have gotten to a point now whereby it will be impossible, it will be highly difficult, even impossible, for the G5 to even campaign against PDP. All these ones they are doing is just for political survival, because they know that they have carried this thing too far, and they are now looking for how to get a soft landing position, so that everything, so that PDP members will now look at them with pity and then receive them back to the fold with the way they have been before. Listen.
So you consider this to be an empty threat. But I put it to you, do you think this is will it be anti-party for this G5 governors to endorse?
Yes, what they are doing is nothing other than anti-party, but the party in its magnanimity is now handling it with the old wisdom.
What will be meted out? What punishment will be meted out for carrying out those anti-party actions?
Well, I am not a member of the Central Working Committee that will determine that. So I will not be able to say this is the punishment that will be meted out to them or not. So, we have to leave that one. We have to leave that one for the chairman of the party, His Excellency, Senator Ayu, to determine the kind of punishment that will be meted out to them. And again, before doing that, we also consider the Constitution and then consult with the BOT of the party, consult with CWC of the party, the leaders and elders of the party will also have a stake in deciding that.
So a final question. So do you see your party, the main opposition party, with all of this crisis, winning this forthcoming election?
Yes. Let me also put it to you. When you have a leader,
your yes was not confident enough.
No, I'm not a primary school student who will say 2 + 2 is 4. I will have to give you why is 4 or why is 6, because sometimes 2 + 2 could be 32. And then let me explain, and I'll give you the concept behind it. Somebody who is leading you and is not leading you aright. He has been deceiving you. He has been cajoling you. Even what belongs to you, he has been taking it. You that looks very far before, you are now thin. And you now have an option to allow somebody who had led you before, and then leading you aright, even though with some human errors, because only God is perfect, even though with some human errors, but at least you were surviving. And the person is now saying, okay, have you compared? So which one will you take? Which one do you think Nigerians will take? PDP is coming back to take the mantle of leadership in this country so that Nigeria can go back to where PDP led it in 16 years. It was the fastest growing economy. We were developing so fast. Our exchange rate was good enough. Our foreign policy were good enough. And then even the people that were leading, they were leading us, they were not deceiving us as it is now. All promises were kept, unlike all promises cancelled here. So who will you pick? PDP is coming back to power. Come 2023.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, Dr. Adedayo Kayode. He is a party member of the People's Democratic Party, the main
and I'm proud to be
party. We see how that pans out. Thank you for joining us in the conversation.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. That's how much we can take. I'm Grace Paul Adebayo. Many thanks for joining us.